All right, so we're back out of executive session at 7:30 on the dot. We had two items that I want to go over before we finish our meeting this evening. Somewhat of a heartfelt decision, and I'll begin with item 9.9, discussion and possible action to accept the resignation of city manager and to approve a transition and release agreement staffed by our city attorney. Do I have a first motion? A motion?
I motion to approve.
A second?
Second.
Mr. Hernandez, second. All in favor, signify by, hold on, before I take the vote, go ahead, Mr. Ramirez.
Yes, just to accept it as presented in executive session.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, so I'll hold the comments till after we do item 910. We have a proclamation for Mr. Leo and his dedication to the city in the years that he was here with us. So all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Item 910, discussion and possible action to approve a resolution recognizing and honoring City Manager Mr. Mike Leo for the dedicated service and contributions to the city of Palmview, staffed by myself, Mayor Villarreal. So I'm going to take the time to read the proclamation. On this beautiful, again, another beautiful day, May 5th at 7:32 p.m., City of Palmview in the office of the mayor and city council proclaimed honoring the distinguished service of Mr. Mike Leo, city manager of the city of Palmview from 2019 to 2026. And whereas Mr. Leo has faithfully and ably served as the city of Palmview, Texas, as city manager from 2019 to 2026, devoting more than 7 years of dedicated public service to the residents, businesses, institutions, and community members of the city of Palmview. And whereas upon assuming the leadership of the city during a period of organized and financial difficulty, Mr. Leo guided the city through a comprehensive turnaround, stabilizing operations, restoring federal compliance, and instituting modern financial systems and disciplined internal controls that brought lasting integrity and credibility to the city's operations. And whereas Mr. Leo's stewardship of the city of Palmview achieved its first ever A+ bond rating, the S&P Global Ratings, transitioned it to a clean and unmodified audit as to grow its total governmental funds and assets from basically zero to 4.8 million to over $22.9 million, and increase the annual revenues in the city from 6.4 million to more than 12 million in the city, establishing a foundation of financial strength upon which the city will continue to build for decades to come. And whereas Mr. Leo led and his team led the planning and funding and delivered more than $10 million in citywide infrastructure improvements, including significant roadway, drainage, and capital projects in the city, such as La Homa, Benson Palm Drive improvements, and the Green Gate subdivision drainage improvements, and improved the daily lives of Palmview residents and surrounding areas, while strengthening a long-term resilience in relationship with our community and the surrounding communities. And whereas Mr. Leo championed the expansion and modernization of public safety in Palmview, including the development of a new $7 million fire EMS station, the expansion of the regional EMS service to integration of Palmview Fire, to the integration of Palmview Fire Department into the State Emergency Medical Task Force, and the strengthening of the Palmview Police Department through enhanced staffing, equipment, and grant resources. Whereas Mr. Leo enriched the quality of life in the city of Palmview and Palmview by leading the development of all-inclusive park, Marla Park, expanding parks and recreational programmings as well, and supporting youth athletics, and gave rise to Palmview 16U baseball team's first ever City of Palmview's 2025 Colt World Series Championship. A moment of profound civic pride that will be long remembered in our city and community to come. And whereas Mr. Leo secured the establishment of the city's first public library since Palmview's incorporation of 1972, achieving official state accreditation and expanding access to education resources for the citizens of Palmview and the neighboring communities of all ages. And whereas Mr. Leo modernized the municipal services through the launch of the city's first municipal sanitation program, the implementation of ClearGov financial transparency platform for public access for public access to the city and financial data, which only improved our transparency. And whereas Mr. Leo invested in the people who serve Palmview by implementing a transformative workforce and initiatives, including a 2-to-1 retirement match to all our residents, to all our citizens, to all our employees in the city of Palmview, and educational incentive pay and compensation and restructuring. And at the city's first step, a grade A program, thereby strengthening the recruitment, retention, and long-term stability of the municipal workforce. And whereas Mr. Leo advanced the economic vitality of Palmview through commercial and retail expansion, as well as residential expansion, and the establishment of the first urgent care center west of Mission, and infrastructure planning for healthcare and commercial investment, positioning the city as a growing regional economic hub in Hidalgo County. And whereas Mr. Leo provided a steady and resolute executive leadership during the multiple emergencies, and disasters in which Mr. Leo and his staff urgently and attentively attended to at all hours, including Hurricane Hannah in 2020, the severe storm and flooding events of 2024, as well as 2025, and here recently in 2026, and the unprecedented challenges of COVID-19 pandemic, as well, ensuring continuity and essential services, the safety of city personnel, and protection of public service. And whereas Mr. Leo demonstrated extraordinary fiscal acumen during the COVID-19 pandemic by successfully challenging inaccurate CARES Act funding, and allocated and pushed and fought for an outdated census data, and updated the securing of approximately $1 million in addition to federal funding for the city of Palmview, and preserving the additional $1 million in local reserves. A model approach to federal funding utilization that drew the attention of other municipalities seeking guidance. And whereas Mr. Leo secured millions of dollars in grant funding for the city, including $2.5 million for drainage improvements on both the east and west side of our city, which were areas that were annexed and had infrastructure that needed a lot of improvement. Mr. Leo also secured $875,000 for roadway improvements, leveraging external resources in writing grants and communicating with state and federal officials to accumulate capital improvements and reduce the burden on the city of Palmview's residents. And whereas throughout his tenure, Mr. Leo has conducted himself with professionalism, integrity, and steadfast commitment to public service, and earning the respect of his colleagues and appreciation of the mayor of the city and the city council, and the gratitude that Mr. Leo also exemplifies and sends to the residents of the city of Palmview. And whereas the mayor and the city council of the city of Palmview wish to publicly and officially recognize Mr. Michael Leo and his many contributions, to thank him for his years of distinguished service, and to extend theirs and our best wishes to him and his family as he embarks upon the next chapter of his professional career. Now, therefore, I, Ricardo Villarreal, Mayor of the City of Palmview, and on behalf of the Commission of the City of Palmview and the residents of the City of Palmview, do hereby proclaim our profound gratitude and heartfelt appreciation to Mr. Michael Leo for his exemplary service as city manager, as a humble city manager from the 2019 to 2026 years, and do hereby designate May 29th, 2026 as Mr. Michael Leo's Day in the city of Palmview, Texas. And in honor of many years of dedication to public service, his lasting contributions to the financial, operational, and community life of Palmview, and to the enduring legacy that he leaves and will continue to leave as he resides in our city of Palmview. Proclaimed this 5th day of May, 2026, Mayor and City Council of the City of Palmview, Texas. Attested on this day again, May 5th, 2025 at 7:40 p.m. So, Mr. Leo, you're gonna have an official day here. I don't think the mayor has a day, and that's all right. That's okay. But we have any Before we close this part of this item, we have anything that we would like to, anything we would like to add, aside from everything that was already read?
Yes, I want to say thank you, Michael, for humbly serving our community, for always answering the call, no matter what hour. I apologize to your wife, because I know I did reach out on many occasions with just random questions that would come to my mind, and you always answered, you know. So I'm really appreciative of that. Your love for the community and the city is evident, it's felt. So thank you so much for that. You're the only city manager I've served under, so it's uncharted waters for me. So I'm just, I'm truly grateful, and I feel honored to have served under you, or through your leadership, and for having patience with me, all my questions when I first came in. I know I must have bombarded you with that, and I probably still do. But yes, from the bottom of my heart, very grateful for all that you are and all that you do for the city, have done for the city. Thank you.
I want to say thank you, Michael, everything you did in the city of Palmville, and we are here, we're going to continue supporting you, okay? Thank you, appreciate what you did, okay? Thank you.
Mr. Leo, thank you for all your years of service. You know, a long, long list of accomplishments. So hats off to you and all you did here at the city. And I wish you the best of luck in any and all future endeavors.
Mister, I know I've known Mike, when we first hired him, I told him, I don't know if you remember, you all used to, your mom and your grandparents actually used to live in a little wood frame home right behind the what is now the postal service. And I remember Mike and sitting in the porch. And I said, that memory that always comes to mind. And of course, Mike would always run to the store, you know, and because we had to buy things, and sometimes Mike would get a Snickers or hand it to me once or twice, maybe 3 times. And his grandma saw, I know that his grandmother saw, and she was like, "Está bueno, está bien." I've known Mike for many years, so I was about 7, 8 years old when I first met Mike, and he's always, even then and now, as now, he's got a heart of gold, and he means well, always has meant well. I remember when I became mayor, Mike became our city manager, and I said, "This is on our watch. It's on our time, and it's a feather in your cap, you know, or feathers in your cap and mine too, because we will reap what we sow, you know." And Mike got after it, and he learned the position, picked up quickly on the run, literally, and you know, helped balance the budget as we grew, not only with residents, but we grew we opened up several new departments, and always a team player. Mike has always been a team player. I consider him like a family member, and you know, in my book, you know, and like I said, wherever you go and whatever you do, you're going to have my support, and I'm gonna do whatever I can to help get you to the next level, and I wish nothing but the best to you and your family and your loved ones as well, and we will continue to support you, and we will continue to support your family as well, in the near and in the later future. I know that I'll leave with this. You know, there was the people that were here in the city before. They had good plans. They always did. You know, they always have. But these last 8 years, you know, we've really laid down a foundation, a framework, and a groundwork that's gonna promote this city and move this city and allow this city to grow much more and much in a brighter light and in a better essence than it has done before. And you have and were and are a part of it, and will continue to be a part of it in my book. So thank you too, Mike. And that's on my whatever else you need, and however else I can help, you know. And I think I speak on behalf of all of us. By all means, you know. Yes, sir. Eh, So with that, anything else, Mr. Liu? You got anything?
Yes, I do. Briefly, as you're going through that list of things, how we've come a long way, right? And then a lot of firsts, and I just can't help but acknowledge the team behind me. Because as you're going down that list, naming these first amazing achievements, it was through the help and assistance of each of them, and we did it together. And this is a tough decision for me to make. But so when I spoke with them, the directors last week, and we talked about it, we went around the table and they just uplifted me so much. The words that they had to say, I'm gonna take that and share that with me forever. Yeah, to the council members that are here now and to the ones that were here in the beginning, again, we've come a long way, and I didn't do it alone because we also needed the support of you guys up there and whoever's up there before you. And you guys know every budget process we go through, and everyone wants to do these wonderful, amazing things. And I'm like, how are we going to pay for that? How are we going to finance that? How are we going to fund it? So yeah, cities can talk and say, well, we want to do this and we want to do that. I'm sure this city was saying things that they wanted to do before we got here, but you have to be in the financial position to be able to do that. Trash was amazing. The trash project was amazing, but if you're not in a financial position to be able to make that investment, then it's just talk. You're just going to do it and talk about it and hope that someday that happens. So again, I'm proud of the accomplishments that we have been able to do. And again, together, I can't say enough about this team. The ones that aren't here anymore, the ones that are here right now. They motivated me every day. And I was blessed to be able to do what I do in the city that I live in. That's very unique. I'm not going to find that anywhere else. Unless I come back in the future, but again, I'm not going to find that anywhere else. So that part is going to be gone, and it's going to be missing. And something I spoke with them then about, it just, a special opportunity to be able to do that in the city that you live, that you're so vested in. And that's why I was so passionate about what I did here. I don't know what my future holds. I'm going to take some time off and, explore my options. And this wasn't an easy decision to come by. A lot of things have happened in the last couple of months that have forced me to just reevaluate everything. Look at things differently with the passing of my mother, who was a very inspirational part of my life. And again, when you have life-changing events, it just forces you to reevaluate everything. So I'll see what that next chapter brings in my life. I'd love to be able to share it with you guys when the time comes. And as these projects that we've started together and come to fruition, when the fire department is done, I'd love to be at that ceremony. When the park is done, I would love to be there because I'm still a part of this community. I may not be here, but I'm going to be here in Palmview. So with that, I say thank you all, and thank you guys.
Surprise, we're going to have a good barbecue for Mr. Leo. So
I've got 30 days. I'll be here for the 30 days. I want to be part of the transition. So you haven't seen the last of me yet.
you want to get in the middle? Get on this side so we can have
And if you can,
take a picture with it.
yeah, I want to bring this down and look. No, that's just that.
So we also agreed, I know that we had talked, Mr. Leo mentioned that he's gonna be there, but his name's always gonna be there also at the fire station, at the park, because his name's gonna be on the plaque. Because, thank you, actually, because we wouldn't be there without you. So that was another little surprise I think we were gonna say, but I always say, I'll end it with this so before we vote. Never say never, because you never know, and you never know, what the future holds. We hope for the best, and hope doesn't mean I wish, and I hope we hope with faith and with good, honest faith, and hope with confidence. All right. So if anything that you need, Mike, you're gonna have the best letter that I can draft. I had one of the best English teachers that taught me to write over and over and over until I got it right, and I think I got something right. So, we'll get you squared away with any and anything else, Mike. Yeah, thank you too, and you're here with us. You're gonna be here. Yes, sir. Without a further ado, on item 9.10, do I have a motion?
9.10.
9.10. Oh,
9:10. No, we need a motion and a second to adopt the proclamation.
9.10, and then 9.9, I have a motion, a second. Questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, thank you. I'll call this meeting adjourned at 7:53 PM, May 5th. God bless, have a good night, and have a great rest of your week. Thank you.